So the Bucs are losing all these wideouts. They lost Chris Godwin to injury. They lost AB to just walking off the damn field. So all hell is broken loose, and the Bucs don't have a chance to do anything. But we forget, they do have two monsters in Mike Evans and Rob Gronkowski. So we're going to break down Mike Evans and Gronkowski's days. They were both huge. One matched that 8 times in a row, 1,000 yards, and then Gronkowski's just Gronkowski. Let's break down Mike Evans first. Watch the route, watch the concept. Love it getting him open, and it looks almost too easy. But plus, tell us, how did this happen?
Right. Yeah. Mike Evans, still a really good receiver, and he does a great job of selling this. Looks like he's going to run some type of rub route off of the receiver ahead of him. I believe that's Brashad Perriman. He does a good job of just selling the inside and then going back outside. And, just that ability to create separation, really good recognition by Tom, good protection, and a good throw and a good catch.
And he's almost wide the hell open on this. And enough trust over here by Brady, holding it just long enough. And look at the separation right here. It was easy. It was almost too easy, and I like the little subtle movement to jump inside and then rush outside. Here, this is uncoverable, in my opinion. Check out the release by Mike Evans at the top of the route right here. Watch, he's kind of battling here. Watch this quick little swim move, and then the separation from here to there. It's almost uncoverable. Mike's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Tell me more.
Right. Mike is, he definitely looked good in this game. It looked like he was 100%. And when his legs are working like they were in this one, it's a good sign for the Buccaneers offense. And hopefully that continues going into the playoffs. But great concept. Like you see here, they had the matchups on the outside, pretty much running a slot out concept where you have the inside slots running their out routes and then the two verticals on the outside. Tom does a great job of identifying Mike. Again, he's got that matchup and just puts a perfect ball right on him.
And like you saw on the board, we drew it up. If there's ever a single high safety, only one, there's no help over the top of Mike Evans, Tom Brady's going to go that way. And you saw he immediately looks over at Mike, and that's his man all the way. Yeah, what's awesome, what I love most about it, though, is if that's not there, say if someone did quickly rush over, you got TJ right here, wide open, underneath. I mean, using your space properly, this is all we want to see, and it looks good when it comes to fruition like that. Keep going on, Mike, just winning. I mean, look at the mesh concept here, breaking down everyone in the middle of the field. Describe what's going on in this play.
Yeah, it's concepts that we want to see more often, and using Mike Evans in those said concepts can work. And as you see here, a lot of traffic in the middle. Mike Evans does a good job of just running his route and getting that separation because other guys are coming across as well, so it causes confusion for the defense. Evans does a good job of converting. I believe this was a 4th down play. So yeah, it was a big play and, getting extra yards as well. Yak, Mike Evans is always good to see.
Yeah, when it does happen. But the thing is, this is showing you can get your best guys open. Everyone's like, why is Mike doubled? Why is Mike doubled? Well, we need to get him in better situations where he can get open. And here, I don't know what Panthers defense this is, but you're covering no one here. I mean, you got these guys trying to come over to help with Mike, and Mike just runs into open space, gets a huge gainer. What happened here?
Yeah, I mean, you said it right there. I mean, they just decided not to cover anybody, and Mike's going to take advantage, like you said, ran into space, and then the ability to get yards after the catch is always really nice. Good protection there by Le'Veon Bell and others, and Mike does a good job of just stiff arming people and getting as much yards as possible.
He looked hungry this game. All right, and again, more just coming back to the ball, finding a hole in the zone. What do you see here?
Again, another great route concept. I like the little, in dig route, pretty much, or in comeback, and he runs it really good. It does a little stutter step there, making the defender thinking, oh, he's going to go deep, but no, he's going to stop this on a dime, come back to the football, and a nice secure catch. I believe that got him over the 1,000 yards that he needed. So again, just good play and good execution.
Good placement by Brady too, away from the defender. And yeah, you got to mention this: 6'5", huge, and he's making stops like that right in front of the ball. Here, Tom Brady to Gronk. I know everyone's heard this a million times over, but when you leave him wide the hell open, you're making Brady's decision that much easier. What happened here?
But again, the Panthers, trying to play, I guess, some type of cover 3, cover 4 look, and they're just giving up, the middle of the field, and Tom's going to take that every time, especially when you have Gronk
right?
as big a target as he is. Yeah, you got to hit that, and they do. This starts the 2-minute drive here, and then again, Gronk just running the seam. Panthers leaving him open in that space. Tom's going to find it. Good accurate ball over the defender and in between the safeties. So as you see there, Gronk does a good job of, he just recognizes it so well. He's like, I got this space. Let me look back at Tom. And Tom just sees them automatically because they have that connection.
And he knows how to sit in zones, which is huge, and that's where you build the trust with your quarterback. And also Tom's subtle just patience to wait for this linebacker to drift just a little too much and then laser that bad boy in there. I like it, and it's just so easy with him and Gronk. And again, like I was mentioning earlier, they just decided not to cover Gronk. I don't know why. It wasn't covering Mike, wasn't covering Gronk. Wide the hell open, something we say a lot on this channel. I mean, you don't get much easier than that. Plus, what the hell happened?
Well, the Panthers linebackers just decided not to drop back. I mean, they were just letting Gronk run freely. I guess they thought they had help over the top. But again, eye discipline by the Panthers defenders just allowed Gronk to sneak by here. The two safeties are doubling the outside because they're afraid to get beat deep. And again, it's just good recognition by Gronk. He sees it. Tom sees it. And it's a big play as we're going to let it roll here.
Yeah, I put a smiley face for a reason. I mean, safeties are distracted. Gronk middle of the field. You almost have 3 verticals. Tom made the right decision. That's huge. You have the best decision maker in the game, and they literally ran the route. This same concept over and over and over again. And what happened? Gronk wide open in the middle of the field. Same concepts like I was mentioning. Look at the outsides, and then Gronk in the middle. Thank you, sir. Tell me more.
You're right. Yeah. Thank you, sir, because it was the same concept. I believe they ran this this same play 3 times in a row as we're going to see it here. And it had success pretty much the whole game. And as we go to the next play, you'll see that they finally decide to cover Gronk here. They're going to double team him. They take him away. But guess what? That opens up the underneath for Tyler Johnson as he runs his same route. He's just going to run a little in route. And again, Tom understands it, hits that check down. And it's a good play as we get closer to the end zone.
Yeah, it's just execution. I mean, the decision maker makes the call, makes a perfect call, and he hits Gronk, or doesn't decide to hit Gronk this time, hits TJ. And now more just Gronk pushing his way to get a completion here. What do you see here?
Well, I mean, you could try to, man up on Gronk, but usually that doesn't work either. As we see here, he's just too strong, too big, and he can, fight off the hand battling there, create his own separation. And again, good play by Tom and Gronk. Now here they run a different concept. Now they have the 2 tight ends at the bottom of the screen with Mike as the outside receiver, and they're going to run pretty much like a double. Mike's going to go deep, and then Gronk's just going to run middle of the field. But again, same concept. Like 2 defenders go with OJ Howard, which makes no sense. And but hey, this is how our offense can work in the playoffs going forward because we still have dominant forces like this in Gronkowski and Mike Evans.
Yes, the groupings, the outside, a whole lot of things that you got to cover. And same angle, different angle, same play. Plus, break it down again.
Yeah, here, same play, and as you can see, like it's just wide open. I mean, probably the Eagles aren't going to allow that, but there'll be options for Tom Brady to throw to, and then here to get his incentive. Really nice play concept, just run a little flat route with I believe that's Perriman who's running the inside route. So just good job there, good execution. And it just shows, Gronk or Mike Evans can get you in any type of way. We just have to use them properly.
Yeah, and I love it's, okay, let's get him his $1 million. Set up a play like this. So easy. You got to pick almost right here. Easy chunk of change. Let's do more stuff like that. Continue to execute. And not having AB or Chris Godwin isn't really the biggest loss because there's so many other weapons, especially Rob Gronkowski and Mike Evans like we showed you guys. If you like this type of content, hit that like button down below. Subscribe if you haven't. We got a lot of good stuff out there. If you haven't seen everything, go check it out in the channel videos. And with that said, until the next one.